Hi, this is a picture of me and my best friend in front of the Eiffel Tower. But here is how it all went down. I was graduating from high school. I really wasn't sure exactly what I wanted as my big graduation gift. But my best friend moved away the summer after my junior year, and I was dying to visit her. She moved to a country that is very unheard of. It's called Slovenia, but it's close to Croatia, and a lot of people know what Croatia is because of the pretty water and stuff that's there. Anyway, I wanted to go see her really bad, and my parents surprised me with a one-way ticket there and a one-way ticket back, and they said, "Here you go. You can use your graduation money on everything else." Okay, so my mind just started reeling. There was no way that I wasn't gonna go because I dreamed of it. I mean, who wouldn't want to go to Europe? But I looked at the tickets, and the one way ticket there left at the end of May, and the one way ticket back came back the first week of August, which meant my parents were sending me to live with my best friend for the entire summer. How much graduation money did I have? Not enough. I got really nervous at first, but I Googled ways on how to save money and how to live in Europe for the most cost effective way. Believe it or not, the thing that ended up saving me the most money and what made the trip doable, apart from being able to live with my best friend in her house, so the rooming and the housing was paid for, I only had to pay for maybe a meal a day. But a meal a day over the entire summer in Europe, including if you want to get any souvenirs, if you want to take flights to Italy from Slovenia, or go to Paris, or go to Switzerland, which were all things that I was able to do with my graduation money, was by doing something very peculiar. And that was packing lightly. Of course, that doesn't seem like it would be such a money saver, but once you get to Europe, and anyone who has traveled, especially for long term, up to 3 months in Europe, can tell you, is this. Whenever you get over there, the states will allow you to take two carry-on check-on bags, and they don't charge you that much. Some have actual rates where it's included in your flight ticket, and that's awesome. But for me, I knew that whenever I got to Europe, I wanted to travel. I planned on going to all these places. I didn't want to just stay in Slovenia. So for me, travel was inevitable. But I still had less than $1,000. And a flight can cost up to $100, $200 internationally. And so I was scared. But the way that I resolved this was by taking only a backpack to Europe. I get off the plane, and my best friend comes towards me. We haven't seen each other since our junior year. She looks at me, and the first thing she says is not, "I can't believe you're here. I'm so excited." She says, "Girl, where is your luggage?" And I'm like, I came with only this backpack. Fortunately, my backpack was huge. It was one of the actual North Face backpacks that you can get like at Canukins or Bass Pro. It popped out over my head, and it came down to past my back. The backpack was big, but that still had to hold 3 months worth of clothes. And for me, I'm a girl. I can't go without essentials, you know? So, how did I pack? How did I do it? Well, honestly, it wasn't as hard as it seemed once I got my mind wrapped around essentials were all I could bring. That means one pair of shoes in my bag, one pair on my feet. On my way to Europe, I wore 3 t-shirts, a light jacket, and a jacket on top, and it was in the heat of the summer. I wore 2 pairs of socks with my shoes, my tennis shoes on top, because they were my bulkiest pair. I packed a thin pair of Chaco sandals in the bottom of my bag. The next thing that really saved me room in my bag was taking t-shirts, like the one you see here. And I take them, and of course I was a little bit more precise because I wasn't on a time limit, but basically you roll them. You take a hairband and you roll all your t-shirts and you put them on the bottom of your bag. I was actually, in addition to the 3 I had on, I packed 5 more, and that was just because I wrapped them, and it made it so much easier. The other thing I did was I appreciated that there was a washer that was near. So instead of packing a million undergarments, I packed 5. I packed 1 bathing suit, I packed 2 pairs of pants, 1 pair of shorts, 2 summer dresses. And I know what you're thinking. Well, I want to have cute pictures in Europe. And believe it or not, when you get over there, if you save a little bit of room in your travel-on bag, you can buy dresses from the Paris market for $5 to $10. And even if you spent that money shopping in Paris, spending $5 to $10, $15 on dresses that you see on the curb markets, that's still cheaper than checking luggage as you travel between city to city. I know this seems crazy and it seems like a lot of information, but I calculated that just by bringing 1 backpack to my 3-month travel in Europe, I saved $1,200. Isn't that incredible? If anything, a little bit of sacrifice made my trip a lot more enjoyable. I had $700 to $800 of my graduation money that I was able to spend on souvenirs for my family, for clothes from Europe. Who has any of those, you know? It's something special and cool and unique. I got to try any kind of food, and I got to spend money on the things that matter. I didn't spend all my money on checking luggage just to fly from Paris to Italy. Instead, I only paid for my flight ticket, and it saved me so much money in the end. I hope that this video has been beneficial for you, especially if you're planning on traveling anywhere out of the States in the next coming months. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching.